Hey guys, Frankomatic back once again with Heads Will Roll. I don't remember what we were doing. It's been a while. Alright, we were gonna raid this warehouse. I remember now. How is what is our everything looking like at the moment? We got a little bit of money. Oh yeah, we got this cool axe I'm holding on to. What does this do? I see. Let's put those in there. Okay. Anytime the next story event, we could afford to train a little bit, and probably should. Let's do one more. Huge sense of respect your men have towards you results in them always speaking highly of you. Neat. Yeah, we can visit the alchemist. So you're my guest to get in. Glad you came. I won't lie. What do you have for sale? You mentioned that you provided alchemy services to Rufin's mercenaries, and now you need new clients. That's right, my laboratory produces a wide range of goods of all kinds, including those that are always useful to soldiers. Many consider it barbaric, but we know damn well that the end always justifies the means, doesn't it? And if you are one of those who prefer to make everything on their own, I always have useful ingredients and recipes for you. See, it really is an all-you-can-eat buffet. That is true. Moreover, I have a business opportunity for you. You, as far as I understand, are now not the last person in Renee and can... Wait, what? Are now not the last person in Renee and can help me to reach big players, so to speak. Big players? Military orders. During the Duke's time, my laboratory supplied the city guards with and knights for some time. I think there is no need to explain how profitable that was. After all this confusion began, all my ties with the city were severed. Well, it's almost all of them. All that mattered, anyway. I'll need to deal with someone from the new leadership, for example, at the head of the guard, and you'll be golden. Bulk orders mean big money, and big money is an opportunity to stuff the pockets of everyone involved. As one of my associates used to say, you want the goodies? Welcome to the goodie room. I don't believe anyone said that. I'll see what I can do. What do you actually sell? Something that gives us more craftsmanship if we have it. Okay. Not very good belt. That's not terrible. That's also pretty good. Antidotes, poisons. That's about what I would expect. Raising a family is easy, especially if they're buried close together. Cool. That's not what I wanted. Camp activities, socialize. Big Westland. Oh, my squad's actually maxed out. They're not dead. I forgot. Dupont. With Anna's request in mind, you carefully try to talk to Dupont about arranging for the purchase of goods necessary for the guards from her alchemical laboratory. Dupont is interested in your proposition, and he agrees to try doing business with Anna. But only if his interests are also taken into account. According to him, it can be done for 200 florins. Well, let's see what she thinks about that. So you're my guest again. I'm glad you came. Won't lie. Was that not what I was supposed to do? Maybe I should look at what the quest says. Oh, I gotta bribe him. Well, I happen to have the money, I guess. Once the money exchanges hands, he promptly informs you that the matter has been settled and a group of quartermasters will shortly visit Anna's lab. I feel like that wasn't in my best interest, but, you know, whatever. The things we do. Already reached an agreement with the head of the guard? Don't ask how I know. I have eyes and ears everywhere. Comes with the territory. I owe a great deal of thanks. As for the promised reward, I wanted to pay you at first, but then I thought about it. It seemed to me that money is too trivial, and triviality is for those arrogant townspeople. So I got you something even better. A lethal combat poison with a strong debilitating effect. The only one of its kind, highly experimental. And that's you who gets to test it in battle. I'm sure you'll be impressed. Liquid Death, huh? Deadly combat poison will inflict devastating debuffs on the target. That is some wild poison, alright. We should hold on to that for the case of something special. Can that go into our belt? That can go into our belt, okay. Alright, that's 5 minutes of goofing around. Time to go raid that warehouse. Following Anna's directions, you find several small stone buildings near Onar's farm, where the warehouse should be located. One of these structures features a built-in observation tower from which one can survey the entire surrounding area. You conclude that the best course of action would be to act covertly, get as close as possible into the Cloak of Twilight, and eliminate the guards with poisoned weapons. You can also launch a frontal attack. The risk can be considerable, however. Stealth it is. Camouflage in a secluded spot nearby, you wait until dusk. As you're prepared to move out, you realize your covert operation would have a greater chance of success if you removed your armor. The clatter of your gear would give you away. Did I actually remove my armor? As I hope I didn't. I ain't doing that. You're spotted and forced to fight. Eh. 'Twas worth a shot. Let's see what we're up against. A guy with poisoned weapons, and a guy with a moderately scary crossbow. Cool. What kind of shield you got? 65... Oh, you got a bigger shield. Alright. Defensive stance. Attack the elite mercenary with a... Oh, wow, I can barely hit that. That's not really good. How about this guy? Can we... Yeah, we have a better chance of shield bashing him. We still whiffed it, though. A helmet. His helmet. Also his head. How are we doing here? 39. These guys are actually pretty scary. We could probably be in better shape than we are in terms of stats and whatnot, honestly, but, things ain't looking great overall. That guy's still really hard to hit for some reason. Guy is incredibly dead. Okay. Oh, and this man got stunned. That's unfortunate for him, isn't it? can't believe I failed my recovery. Alright, that guy's in bad shape. We're probably good at this point. Spend a little bit of time recovering. Oh, you lost your helmet, buddy? Eliminated the guards, gained entrance to the warehouse. The building indeed proves impressive, packed to the brim with alchemical supplies. Yeah, let's burn the whole thing. Honoring your agreement with Anna, you burn it all to the ground. After setting the warehouse on fire, you quickly take off. The mercenaries no longer have access to the alchemical potions. That's probably good. Let's go see what she has to say. Oh, hello there. We hadn't seen each other for so long, I began to worry. You'd miss me too, didn't you? We saw each other quite recently. Recently is a relative term, especially for those who have to change their observation point from time to time. You speak in riddles again. The more time I spend in this crazy city and its outskirts, the less I understand the reality of what is happening here. Reality, blah blah blah. Why do you have to bring all this boring stuff up all the time? Reality, as you call it, is nothing more than a gimmick designed to keep your mind constrained. You know, it seems to me that you would benefit from dabbling into ancient philosophy. According to the greatest thinkers of the past, it is not the destination that matters, but the path. Therefore, it would be way better for you to be less busy with thoughts about where and why you are going, and to simply enjoy my company, especially since it turned out to be so short-lived. That way, you would have something to remember in my absence. You're leaving? Well, it seems my business in Renee has temporarily come to an end. I had high hopes for that medallion, as well as for long-term collaboration with Rufin and Onar's people. As it happens, fate has mixed all my cards. Undyne turned out to be a dummy, Onar's ambitions crumbled to dust, and Rufin's army turned into a pumpkin. Seeing your decisiveness, I can't help but assume that Rufin himself will get his arse beaten. But isn't that good? The rebels will be defeated, and peace and tranquility will be restored. Why do you act as if something bad is happening? I like your naivete. If we had met at another time, I would have made a great errand boy out of you. As for your question, well, how can I put it? The thing is that your wonderful Olivia is far from being an angel, as you seem to think. What are you talking about? Let's just say that the reason for the conflict between the lords and the late Duke has much more to do with the young Duchess than it might seem from the outside. It even seems to me that it would not be a great exaggeration to say that she is a full-fledged party to this conflict. Way more involved than the hapless Duc de Montfort, anyway. I still don't get it. Your confusion clearly amuses Anna, and she continues to walk in circles, enjoying herself. Olivia, how do I put it, has an addictive personality. She has certain character traits that are not obvious to others, but cause serious behavior issues. Traits? How can you know anything about her character living so far in the boonies? Why shouldn't I understand my younger sister's personality? I am not in the closest relationship with her now, but still. Younger sister? God help me, you know I love talking to you, but I'm not ready to spend all day on this conversation. So let's get straight to the point. My sweet little sister is just a tiny bit passionate about the occult. De Montfort, who was totally infatuated with her, was ready to turn a blind eye to any and all of her mischievous deeds, but the Duke's entourage, both the inner circle and the local nobility, found the idea of bathing in the blood of virgins and decorating rooms with skulls to be a bit excessive. But Olivia would not have been Olivia if she had not been able to turn the Duke against his own lords, whom she had already, and quite conveniently, helped to acquire a literal army of mercenary gangs. Consequently, the Duke, blinded by his fury and eagerness to defend the honor of his beloved wife, rushed into an ill-conceived frontal attack and died. along with most of those who had recently voiced their suspicions about Olivia. And just like that, half her problems were gone. There were, of course, Onar and the Lords at her neck, but you came running to her rescue. The city had no money to recruit a full-on militia force to replace the fallen troops, and yet there was enough money to hire mercenaries. Seems like too much of a coincidence to me. Now Rufin and Onar are pressed against the wall, and our sweet little Olivia is on top once again. Why should I trust you? Did I say that you should? You're free not to believe me if you don't want to. But everyone will be better off if this story ends. I'll not tell you what to do or how to do it. You don't have to figure everything out without me. What in the world? First you dumbfound me with this crazy story, and now you're withdrawing yourself? That's right. And I'm withdrawing myself in every sense. I'm leaving tomorrow at dawn. Tomorrow dawn? Yes, I really don't like those touchy-feely goodbyes. However, I'd be glad to see you again before I leave. Visit me sometime if you have the opportunity. I mean, if Olivia agrees to let you off the leash. Is she actually gone? Let's see. Not yet. Our day array went rather well. Good job. See, it's always great when interests align. We've only just met, but I already love doing business with you. Anything else to say? Should I go back one more time? No. Yeah, for recipes. A whole lot of stuff. I don't need most of this, though. I have weapon talent, apparently. Can we talk to Olivia about her sister? That's Olivia going through some papers. Seeing you, she immediately blushes and hastily and haphazardly shoving papers into a drawer, comes out to meet you. Awful glad to see you, as always, actually. You've done so much for Renee, and for me personally, I can hardly ask for more. However, I am forced to. With you being here, the course of the conflict has completely reversed. However, it would be too early to say the danger is completely past. Rufin and Onar are still in the game, and they are still strong enough to be a threat to the city. They must be dealt with once and for all. I'm not asking for you to move out immediately. The last thing I want is for you to share the fate of the Duc de Montfort. Time is of the essence, so do not squander it. As long as Rufin and Onar draw breath, both my life and the fate of the city will remain in danger. And apparently she wants to talk to us again right now. Met Olivia in a somewhat nervous state, a first since your arrival on Renee. This thing has definitely put her off balance. You wanted to see me, milady? The messenger informed me that you wanted to report on the progress of our preparations for the upcoming march on the rebels' lair. She gestures for silence. Not the reason I summoned you. You have already more than proved your competence in military affairs, so I absolutely trust you on that front. More than anyone. The reason why I wanted you here has to do with another issue entirely. All ears. Running and carefully choosing your words, Olivia starts talking. Any ruler worth their salt, truly intent on securing their throne, must have eyes and ears everywhere, sometimes in the most unexpected places. The unfortunate events of the recent months left me deaf and blind for a considerable stretch of time. But as soon as the safety of Renee was secured, I immediately set about restoring my spy network. And just in time to catch wind of rumors that evoked the utmost horror. On the road that stretches from Renee's eastern gate, about halfway to Olivier's farm, there's a large wayside inn. A popular place among merchants and caravanners. Wow. Traveling in and out of Renee. Not so long ago, two highly suspicious guests arrived at the inn, and they were seen snooping about, asking questions about things they aren't supposed to know, and taking interest in people they aren't supposed to be interested in. Those who are eager to talk, they pay with gold. Those who are not, they threaten with steel. They're here to kill me, Eric. I can feel it. Just tell me what to do. Get rid of them. Forever. I'll deal with them today. Please be careful. If even half of what I heard about them is true, then you can't even imagine how dangerous they are. Grace and glory. Oh, this is a rough fight. I remember this one. Okay, let's do that. All right. There is a non-zero chance that this will kill us. But let's give it a go. On arriving at the inn, you follow Olivia's instructions and approach the owner, who directs you to 2 lodgers dining on the ground floor. You head towards them straight away, ready for anything. What you see still catches you off guard. Then his wife storms into the room screaming, "Let him go! Let him go!" So I go like, "Sure." And I let him go. He goes flying straight out the balcony and plummets about 30 feet to the ground. Broke every bone in his body. Jesus Christ. Might be a little too callous, even by your own bloodthirsty standards. Excuse me, calling me bloodthirsty? Last time I checked, it wasn't me who burned the training guild to the ground. Oh, here we go again. It was an accident, I told you many times. And who sunk that Spanish caravel along with its entire crew? I told them to surrender. They probably didn't even hear you because of the storm. What was I supposed to do? Get in a shouting match with the ocean? Alright, I'll let that one slide. But who cut the throat of Count Anjou's son? Little rascal had a dagger. Did his daughter have one too? She was about to call the guards. You are a monster, Grace. Maybe, but I'm the only one willing to work with you. Wonder what that says about you. Caught in the heat of their argument, neither of them acknowledges your presence. Ladies? They both turn to you. In the next several seconds, you find yourself thoroughly examined by 2 pairs of eyes. We don't do charity, boy. If you're after the leftovers from the table, then you can at least wait till we're gone. If you expect to get some wine, then forget it. My friend's an alcoholic. She won't leave a drop. What the hell, Grace? The hell what? You've been boozing so much that your hands are shaking. Can't hit a damn thing with that crossbow of yours in this state. If it weren't for that contraption the Venetians had made for you, your shooting would be absolutely useless. Her partner opens her mouth to retaliate, but you manage to beat her to it. Who are you? I'm sent here by Duchess Olivia de Montfort to inquire about your occupation and the nature of your business in these lands. Well, long as they were doing the dirty work for those who want to keep their hands clean. What's that supposed to mean? You're paid to find people and deliver them to our employer. Usually alive. But lately there's been a spike of mortality in our line of work. Let's put it that way. Can't wrap my head around why. They're bounty hunters. Who's your target? You know perfectly well who it is. Olivia? That's right, the young Duchess. I sworn to protect her with my own life, and this is exactly what I intend to do. Brings us back to you. So far, I haven't heard a single reason as to why my men and I shouldn't execute the 2 of you on the spot. You asked us about our target, but forgot to ask us about something else which is just as important. Who's the employer? And that would be... The contract for Olivia de Montfort's head came from Avignon. The Inquisition is interested in the Duchess, and nobody is dumb enough to stand in their way, right? I get it, loyalty and all, but those guys at Avignon really don't seem to suffer from a shortage of stakes to burn people at. We don't have a shortage of steel either, so you might not even make it to Avignon. Makes no difference to us, really. Well, here's our proposition. Since the Duchess herself sent you, you must be, presumably, not an insignificant nobody in Rennes. Perhaps far from that. Why don't you help us fulfill the will of the good church and help us penetrate the city and arrest Olivia? And we, in turn, will be very grateful to you. And that's it? How is not being burned alive still not enough? What kind of person are you? Well, I'm afraid we don't really have anything else to add to our end of the bargain, other than a couple of crossbow bolts. This might end up being a deal you wish you never struck. My loyalty is not for sale. As you wish. A couple of crossbow bolts it is, then. I've actually never tried the other version, so I don't know how that goes. But Eric doesn't seem the type to just suddenly sell someone out for without any real proof. Which we could have gotten earlier, but we did not. Anyways, these 2 are rough. They, A, get to go first. And, they ain't playing around, as you can see. They both got crossbows. She's got a particularly nasty crossbow, which, if I recall, we do get if we win this fight. We have more weapon skill than both of them, though, so that's good. I just noticed I appear to be... Okay, no, there's my axe head. Looked really weird for some reason. Our boy here just took a shot right to the face. Let's see what we're looking at here in terms of hitting odds. Bad. All right. How about glory? Also bad. Not great. Well, shield bashing. 59% or get that 83 chance. Our buddy here is unlikely to survive this battle. Both of our buddies are fairly unlikely to survive this battle, unfortunately. And by both, I mean all four of. Nice hit. They are very fast. That's the main danger of this fight. I forgot to fix my helmet. That was stupid. Must have fainted while she was fainted herself. That's mildly frustrating. Chance of hitting you. Not bad in the limbs. If we can take one out, this fight gets a lot less scary. Play it safe, as you always do. Alright, that's one down. You unlock a special crossbow for use in building your character for winning this fight. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's the messenger, maybe? It's a matter of trying to hit glory here. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to miss. By glory, I mean grace, I guess. Luckily, she's also having a bit of a time, actually, getting through here. Really just throwing them daggers, huh? Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to try and sneak those hits in when we can. Might be able to end this now if we get lucky. Maybe not. Alright. Got him. That actually wasn't as bad as I remembered it being. Oh, yeah, let's search the bodies. Yep, we get that mechanical crossbow. And the drum will just load 6 bolts. And also this thing, I guess. I dealt with the bounty hunters, you return to Olivia. Oh lord, I've been so worried. Thank God you're alright. Yeah, my buddy took a crossbow bolt to the face, but he'll walk it off, I guess. It is done, milady. Those two are gone forever. I always knew I could count on you. I'm surrounded by enemies, but somehow you're saving me again and again. This is for you. You've earned every coin. 1,000 florins, baby. Now the treasury is officially empty, but to hell with it. Who else on earth am I supposed to pay if not you? Only one thing left to do now. Strike the rebels right at their heart and finally put an end to all this. Move out as soon as you and your men are ready. As usual, I expect you to return victorious. In bid farewell to Olivia, you suddenly recall the words of one of the bounty hunters, that the Inquisition had issued a contract to capture the Duchess. Those two weren't ordinary assassins sent by ill-wishers or one of the rebels. The story seems to be more complicated. As you replay her words in your mind, you wonder whether you should have asked Olivia herself about this. You know what? We're being loyal. After reconsidering everyone once more, you decide that it's simply nonsense and not worth dwelling on. You know. Definitely fine. Prepare your stuff. Level up our guys. Let's compare the messenger. So it does less armor penetration, but it holds a whole bunch of shots. And you can fire it cheaper. Where does this thing go? If we swap this... Ah, we aren't skilled enough to be able to use it appropriately. So you need a lot of craftsmanship and skill for it. We could, however, just sell it for some pretty good money, which I suppose we will do. What does this do? Not a lot. Okay. One guaranteed dodge of combat. That's not terrible. You've got 2 canteens. Yeah, perfect. Give me those. Those in our bag. And with that, I think it's time to save and quit. Yeah, we're at a little over 30 minutes. Pretty sure all we have left is to, well, run out this timer and take out Rufin. Yeah, we can't choose to go anywhere. So, next time, we will make an attempt to finish this out, finally, I think. Save and quit before I forget. Have a good one, guys, and see you next time. Later.